Hello YouTube, welcome back to my video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can read an Excel file using PHP Excel. So I have my exam server installed in my PC. So I'll be showing this example using the exam server. So it's installed in C drive exam, and so we'll be writing all our codes inside this SD docs folder. Okay, now we have to download the PHP Excel library from GitHub first. So just go to Google and search like this PHP Excel GitHub. Okay, so once you search that, you will get this link directly. I will share this link in description also, you can have it. Now from here you have to get these classes folder only. Okay, so first download this completely by selecting download zip from here. Yes, I just downloaded that zip file here, the PHP Excel. So let me extract that here. So once it is extracted, you can see some folders. Just take this folder only, classes. Okay, just copy it. So come back to the exam location where we have had the SD docs folder. Paste it completely here. Yes, so we got the library to get started. Now I believe our server is running. Yes, our server is running. Okay, so since there is no index page here, it's showing page not found. Okay, only classes is showing. So first we have to create an index page where we will write our program. So let it be index.php. So I have just created the index.php. Let me open with notepad plus plus and just write my name and save it. Now come back to the index page and refresh. You can see my name is showing there, which means our server is running perfectly. Okay, now let me take two Excel file for testing here. So we got these two Excel, test 1 and test 2. Let me open both. So this is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns and almost 84 entries, and same way this is also a little big, and this is also having around 143 entries. Okay, so I have just written the basic HTML page with the HTML and body tags and a small heading there. Okay, so first we have to import that library into our page by using require once keyword. So it's done like this, require once, and our library is inside the folder classes, and we are trying to access this one, require php so it's inside classes. So classes slash php excel. Now we have to specify the path variable which we have to read that this is the path for the excel file. So now the excel we are going to read is test1.xls. Okay, so I have just added two code snippets which create the reader variable and create an excel object. So these three lines is actually required to load the excel into our project. Okay, so further we will get all the data by using these variables. Now we have to create a worksheet variable to get the data of the sheet. So sheet of the excel, so it's done like this, worksheet equal, and we have created the excel object, and then from there we are getting get active sheet. By this method it will get the last sheet of the excel which we have done, or you will can have by the sheet name exactly by using this method get sheet, and to get the first sheet put it start it from 0. Okay, so by this line of code it will get the first sheet, and by this line of code it will get the last sheet. If you have more than one sheet, it's better to use this code, so you can have the sheet name. So this will get you the first sheet, and further you can just increase the value of this to get further sheets. Okay, so with these variables we can read the values from the excel. So how it is done I will show you. Let's try to read the value of the cell a1. Okay, we'll read the value of a1. So print it like this, echo, and then get the worksheet object here, and then just write the method get cell, and inside there specify the name of the cell. So we are trying to read a1, and then call the method get value. Yes, I believe this will work. Now let's try printing the. So if I'm just going to the localhost and just press enter, you can see the first value, or the value of the cell a1 is right here. Okay, this is the one. So if I'm just incrementing these values like a 2 3 4 and 5, I'll get all the values printed. You can see here all the values are getting printed. 1 2, these values are getting printed. Okay, now like I can read any of the values. If I'm trying to read this one, so the value is e33, so I'm directly printing e33 here. Let's see how it comes, e33, and deleting all these, and you can see the value is came the e33. Okay, so this is how you can have the values each by giving the cell values explicitly here. Now if you want to have this completely printed automatically, like if it is dynamic, you don't know how many rows and columns are there, for that you will have to use the concept of loop. So I'll create a new for loop here, so that I will iterate between the rows and columns and get print all the values there. So for that, first I need to get the row count and column count. So I will write the code snippet for the getting the row count and column count. Now these two line of codes we can use to get the row count and column count. Let's try that. So this is the row count, and this is the column count. Okay, now we'll have to give a space here to differentiate. Copy the neck count of a column here. Now let's go to page, and if I'm just refreshing, you can see there are 84 rows and columns till F. Let's check that. So column till F is there, and there are 84 rows. So with this information, we can create an iterator or for loop to get all the values printed. Okay, so I will write the for loop here first, and I will explain how we are doing that. So I have just written the code to iterate the values from the between the columns and rows. So this for loop will iterate all the rows, and inside in each row it will iterate the columns. Okay, so here we will get the row count, and this is the column count, and this is the column count in integer, so that each time if it's iterating, we need the integer value of that. So this will get the value of each cell by getting the column count, column index from here, and the row index from here. Okay, now let's try if it's this working or not. If I'm just refreshing, you can see all the values are getting printed as there is in the Excel. You can see here in Excel how it is, it's getting printed like that. No, the first column is getting missed. It is because we started from 1, that is why it missed. And the columns should also start from 0. Now let's go and refresh it. You can see the first column is also getting printed, and all the 83 rows is getting printed. There is 83 rows, right? Yeah, there is 83 rows. All the values are getting printed. And if I need a border for the table, I can write like this for the equal to 1. If it should be 1, and you can see it's printing exactly as the Excel. Now if I want the second Excel file, so it is a text 2. I will update here as test 2, and if I'm just refreshing here, all the values from the test 2 is getting printed as it is in a table. So if I'm just again copy pasting the same thing again here, and just increasing the number of rows, sorry, number of columns, and let's and refresh, you can see all the values are getting printed. So no matter how big the Excel is, so all the values will be printed here. So hope you got this, how you can read the Excel file using the PHP Excel library and show them in that PHP page. So if you have any doubt in this, please comment below. I will try to help you, and I'll share all the source code in my description, can have it. And in my next video, I will post how you can save this into a MySQL table. Okay, so thanks for watching.